It's not just your business, but it's how you're building other people up.
Small businesses really are Main Street. We power economies, right, in different neighborhoods.
Yeah, so what made you start your business?
Well, QueenCare is definitely a social enterprise. We support a nonprofit that I started 20 years ago, Life Enrichment Group. One of our premier programs is Young Queens, Seattle, King County. And we wanted to be able to fund our good. Simply, we have conducted programs in the community for our young people for 2 decades, and we want to be able to sustain it into the future. The main premise of QueenCare is to indulge, engage, and uplift. So we want people to indulge in self-care practices that really support optimal health. We want people to engage with each other, like what we're doing now, come out into the community and let's like build together, get to know each other. Our differences is what makes us strongest. And then we want to uplift those who are most vulnerable amongst us, which is why we do a lot of work with youth and ensuring that our future is secure.
I'm trying to remember how I first found out about QueenCare, because what I remember most clearly is just being struck by the creativity and the innovation and the intention behind coupling products that we all need and want with a way to reinvest in youth in the community. I thought that was brilliant. And I think so often we're asking ourselves, oh my goodness, as we are navigating racial injustice, as we're navigating economic injustice, like what can I do, right? And the answer is that we all can be more intentional about seeking out, learning about, and supporting businesses like QueenCare and the mission that Monika has for both her business and her nonprofit.
I mean, this is amazing. And even just helping younger people learn the business. I think, Black entrepreneurship is huge. It's not just your business, but it's how you're building other people up. It's amazing to see.
Yeah, and I really truly think that we're better together. I don't think, Black businesses can't survive on our own. And I think that when we all come together and just work towards a common goal, like we are all strengthened in the process, which is why I appreciate Laura and her work with the Intentionalist. I'm excited that you're here.
We've been so excited to work with Crystal and The Storm, because The Storm in particular have such an inspiring history when it comes to advocacy around inclusion and equality. They have been leaders on and off the court around racial justice, and we all know that racial justice and economic justice go hand in hand.
That's right.
And so when we want to find ways to address systemic bias and systemic exclusion, part of that is by addressing racism head on, but it can also include being more intentional about where we spend our money and investing in small Black women-owned businesses.
Because there's no way we're going to close the wealth gap if we don't do things like that, Right. I mean, it's only becoming worse, and we have to we have to be intentional about what we're doing and how we're spending our dollars and things like that. So
why is Black History Month so important? And I just gotta say that, I don't know, last time I checked, I'm definitely gonna be Black all year, right? So it's important not only to support this month, but on a regular basis. And small businesses really add to the fabric of any community, right? We are creating jobs. We invest in our, neighborhoods where our stores are located. Small businesses really are Main Street. We power economies, right, in different neighborhoods. And so I think that it's just important to note that like small Black businesses haven't always had the opportunity to be invested in, right? From whether it's redlining or not able to get capital or those things. And so I think that Black history is American history, right? It's not just a segment of America. Like this is American history, but it's just important to support year round if we want our communities to really thrive.
And I love that you brought up the importance of being intentional about investing in community, because I think sometimes that can sound like something big and that takes a lot of dollars. But the reality is that every time someone walks through the door and lets you and your team know that they're glad that you're here, that they appreciate the products and services that you're selling, right? And that they can invest in you and the impact that you're making, one candle, one scrub, one shea cream at a time.
Yeah, sometimes you get overwhelmed because you're like, it's so much we need to fix. And you're like, I can't do everything, but just small little things. Shopping at a Black-owned business. Just small little things that we can do every day just makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
That Monika touched on is what becomes possible when we're connected. And in a world where so much of our lives are spent swiping and clicking, what we miss is the opportunity to know each other and to learn about the why that drives each of us. And when we know that, there are all kinds of ways that we can be helpful in facilitating introductions, in making referrals. And I think that's the magic of not only a mission-driven small business or social enterprise, but having a physical space here in this neighborhood, what it represents symbolically, but also the space that it creates for folks to walk through the doors.
For people to see a Black-owned.
Exactly. Access self-care. Witness Monika's growth and success.
Because this very corner, 23rd and Jackson, I mean, before all of this was here, the promenade was here, it was full of Black businesses. Even some of this, even before, so a couple of cycles of Black businesses have been here. There were some elders that came into the store and said, hey, do you know across the street used to be the pub and a hairdressing spot and all of that? I didn't even know that, right? But I used to get my hair done in this very location years ago by a Black-owned business, And so I think that, as prices raise and everything like that, it's even more important for us to instill in our young people the importance of entrepreneurship and just having marketable skills in general to be able to compete in this community, in this world, right? Especially if they want to stay in this area, right? So that's why our internship program, paid internships, is very important. They learn about everything that goes along with running a business. It's not just your bottom line, your numbers. It's the marketing. It's the getting in front of cameras. It's the meeting of people. It's the networking. It's everything, having those skills. So we're just a practice ground, and we're really fortunate to, be supported and thankful to be supported by our community.
No, I know the Storm, we were just, really trying to amplify, really trying to invest into Black women, into the BIPOC community. And that's what this is. I mean, this is just an amazing company. I'm just excited to be here with all of your products, your great products. Everything. I think another thing that this business, just talking about self-care, really taking the time for yourself, especially Black women. Sometimes things are so hard. You're always, trying to be on this grind. It's like, no, you have to take a step back, relax, treat yourself. Those things are important as well. So this business is just, It's great.
And you touched on it, like the Black woman just has this, gotta be this strong woman syndrome all the time. And we're really trying to dispel that narrative, right? I mean, just the time that it takes. I mean, we could say, yeah, oh, you guys just, we're selling creams and things like that. But the time that it takes for you to moisturize your body from head to toe.
Yes.
Y'all know how it goes. Sometimes you just slap it on. But it really can be a ritual of self-care to really, slow down. Let me have enough time to do my bath soak.
Yep.
Or
take care of my hair, light a candle.
And relax, So, and that's not just a Black woman thing. That's just for all of us. Yes. Because when I feel better, I'm going to treat you better. And vice versa. When we all feel better, taking care of ourselves, then we can take care of each other a little bit better.